Adelaide's wedding day had finally arrived, and the whole town was buzzing with excitement. She was known as the most beautiful lady in the village, with her dark, luscious curls and radiant skin. Today, she was about to become a bride, and it was a scene straight out of a fairy tale. The venue was a grand castle, nestled within a sprawling estate. Adelaide's fiancé, William, came from a wealthy family, and this was evident in every detail of the wedding. The decorations were opulent, with white flowers adorning every corner and golden chandeliers hanging from the ceiling. The guests were dressed in their finest attire, all eagerly waiting for the bride to make her grand entrance. As the time drew near, Adelaide stepped out of her dressing room, and the room fell silent. She was dressed in a stunning traditional wedding gown, a symbol of her heritage and defiance of traditional expectations. The intricate lace work and the flowing train left everyone in awe. She wore a delicate veil, and her face was adorned with subtle, yet elegant makeup. Adelaide glided down the aisle, her eyes locked with William's, who stood waiting for her at the altar. He looked dapper in his black tuxedo, and the love in his eyes shone brighter than any diamond. They exchanged vows, tears streaming down their faces. The reception was a grand affair, with a feast fit for kings and queens. The guests danced the night away, and Adelaide and William were the center of attention. Her beauty was unmatched, and she was the epitome of grace and elegance. The evening ended with a grand firework display, leaving everyone in awe of the love that radiated between the newlyweds. As the night came to an end, Adelaide and William retreated to their lavish honeymoon suite. They were excited for their new life together, and Adelaide couldn't wait to officially become a part of William's family. However, little did she know, the challenges were just beginning. In the opulent mansion of the wealthy Thompson family, a dark cloud loomed over the household in the form of Eleanor Thompson, the wicked mother-in-law. From the moment her son, William, had brought home his new bride, Adelaide, Eleanor had made it clear that she did not approve of the match. She saw Adelaide as beneath her son, unworthy of the Thompson name and fortune. Eleanor's cruelty knew no bounds as she made Adelaide's life a living hell. She would criticize her every move, belittle her in front of guests, and constantly remind her of her lowly status in the family. Adelaide, on the other hand, had always been a kind and loving wife to her husband William. As the days passed, Eleanor's dislike for Adelaide only grew stronger. She began to plant seeds of doubt in William's mind, subtly suggesting that Adelaide was not to be trusted. Eleanor would make sly comments about Adelaide's past, insinuating that she was hiding something from William. William, who had always been a trusting and loving husband, began to question Adelaide's every move. He started to notice little things that seemed off about her behavior, things that Eleanor had pointed out to him. Slowly but surely, Williams began to believe what his mother said about Adelaide, but Adelaide was able to win her way back into William's heart as she continued to be a virtuous wife and not let her mother-in-law define her. Eleanor's hatred increased when she found out Adelaide was pregnant. One fateful evening, as Adelaide sat in the nursery, gently rocking her swollen belly, Eleanor entered the room with a look of malice in her eyes. Without a word, she grabbed Adelaide by the arm and dragged her out of the room, down the grand staircase and into the cold, dark basement. There, Eleanor locked Adelaide in a small room, devoid of any comfort or warmth. She left her there for days on end, only allowing her eat scraps of food and water to survive. Adelaide cried out for help, but no one came to her rescue. She was alone, at the mercy of her wicked mother-in-law. As the days turned into weeks, Adelaide's spirit began to break under the weight of Eleanor's cruelty. She felt as though she would never escape the clutches of her tormentor, that she would never see her husband or her unborn child again. But deep down, a fire burned within her, a determination to survive and to protect her child at all costs. One night, as Eleanor slept soundly in her luxurious bedroom, Adelaide found a way to escape her prison. With all the strength she could muster, she broke free from her chains and made her way back to her family's house. Her parents took her to an hospital because she was already in labor. As the first rays of dawn broke through the windows, Adelaide gave birth to a beautiful baby boy, a symbol of hope and resilience in the face of adversity. And as she held her son in her arms, she knew that she would never again let anyone, not even the wicked Eleanor Thompson, stand in the way of her happiness and her family's future. And so, with her newfound strength and determination to uncover the truth, Adelaide began to investigate Eleanor's past. What she discovered shocked her to the core. Eleanor had a history of manipulating and deceiving those around her for her own gain. Adelaide realized that Eleanor had orchestrated the entire plot to turn Williams against her, all in an effort to control him and his inheritance. Armed with this newfound knowledge, Adelaide returned to William's home, determined to confront Eleanor and expose her for the wicked woman she truly was. As she burst through the doors, she found Williams sitting in the parlor, a haunted look in his eyes. Adelaide wasted no time in revealing the truth to Williams, laying out all the evidence she had uncovered. Williams listened in disbelief, unable to comprehend the depths of his mother's deception. As the truth sank in, Williams turned to Eleanor with a look of betrayal and disgust. In a fit of rage, Williams banished Eleanor from his home, vowing never to speak to her again. Adelaide and Williams embraced, their love stronger than ever in the face of adversity. Together, they vowed to rebuild their lives and move forward, leaving Eleanor's wickedness behind them.